As well too. Those that are watching this, maybe the philosophy is, all right, here's a person, let's say this guy is trying to attack you. You just sprayed him with something and you even ticked him off even more. Are we to assume that no matter what or no matter who, that pepper spray is going to incapacitate?
Well, as you know, nothing is 100%
right.
effective ever. Okay. But one of the other effects of pepper spray is that when it gets into the respiratory tract, it inflames your bronchioles as well. So that what happens is, the effect is that you can no longer take a deep breath. If you cannot take a deep breath, you cannot commit violence with the strength that you had previously.
Your systems are going to start shutting down.
Right. So if nothing else, it will slow them down. And again, we're trying to create space and time for you to get away from the assailant. And yes, some people, of course, will get angry, but one of the other things we do, and I don't have a lot of space up here, but when you spray someone and those eyes slam shut, when he opens those eyes, you don't want to be in his line of sight. In other words, don't be where you were standing. You want to spray and get away, because you want him visually not to know what's going on, not be able to find you as easily. This is Byron Childs.
Hi, guys.
All right.
I also have another question. How far away do you need to be to spray? What's the distance that it travels?
There's several different models, but the ideal distance would be 8 to 12 feet. But we've even taught in our classes just an area of denial if you needed to. You can spray it before they get there. And when that
force them to come
pepper
through
spray
a
is
cloud.
coming up, it's going to make them coming into it.
Right. So if you release a cloud of pepper spray, that person still has to come through it. It'll remain in the air. And once you walk into that cloud, now you're dealing with that. Again, I think that the key thing is always that distraction and the surprise. You know, criminals are lazy and they don't want a problem with you. They want you to be easy, and that's one of the things that we teach in our training classes.
They want an easy target. The minute you show that you're not an easy target, you're going to be off their radar.
Right. And they're going to think twice about that. You do that in a variety of ways. Hopefully you have been aware. You're out in public, you're out in the world, and you've been scanning and you're aware of what's going on around you, so that in the event someone does decide to take you on, you've had enough notice of them that you have a reactionary gap, that time and space that allows you to respond before they get to you. And that's what we want first.
And also in those sprays, you know, there's up to 20 bursts.
Right.
So you're not going to run out. If you spray that and cause it, because if it's indirect exposure to it, you're going to get the coughing, the hacking, the wheezing. And then the direct exposure to it is when you're going to feel the burning on your skin, your eyes, the mucous membranes are going to flow. But just that coughing and hacking is going to cause a distraction to that person. Might be enough at that point. They're going to change their mind.
Right.
All right, we do have a question from the audience.
Actually, I have two questions. One, can that be used to help protect against like a vicious dog?
100%.
Okay. And second question is, what's the lifespan or life expectancy of a container? Is it good for a year?
So base brand is generally good for 3 years, and there is an expiration date. So every canister of base pepper spray that you purchase has an expiration printed on it. So it's generally effective for about 3 years. When a pepper spray starts to lose its effectiveness, it's not because the pepper spray has lost its power, it's because the propellant that makes it spray has diminished over time or dissipated. But generally speaking, 2 to 3 years, you should be pretty safe using that.